First up, Kanishka, let's have a look at how the global markets performed overnight.
That's right. Let's take a look at first how the US markets fare. Now, US stock futures, first of all, they're witnessing an uptick as investors look to cap a stunning month for the stocks. Now, S&P 500 futures and Nasdaq 100 futures each added about 0.1% last evening. Other than that, futures tied to the Dow Jones Industrial Average, they gained about 130 points or 0.3%. Now, this market's swift recovery this month, that is in June, comes as investors continue to monitor the whipsaw of global trade negotiations. This month, the S&P 500, that's up about more than 4%, whereas the tech-heavy Nasdaq index, that has jumped 6%. The Dow, meanwhile, has added about 3.7% month to date. Now remember, the US equities came off a fresh high on Friday, with the S&P 500 reaching a new record in more than 4 months. The Nasdaq Composite hit an all-time high and also closed at a record after adding about 0.5% on Friday, whereas the Dow Jones Industrial Average, that rose nearly 1%. Now, going forward, investors will be keeping an eye on whether the Senate will be able to pass President Donald Trump's one big beautiful tax bill, which was cleared for debate on Saturday. But how are things looking on the crude front, Ashesha?
Well, yes, so that's how US markets were, but as far as crude is concerned, it is sitting with a cut of nearly 1% this morning. It has snapped 3-day gaining streak, and at the moment it is trading near that $67 per barrel mark. Remember, for the last week, Brent crude declined nearly 12%, and it was the worst week that we have seen since August 2022. The decline was on the back of several global and geopolitical challenges that we were facing, which de-escalated last week. Remember, earlier Brent crude was trading near $79 per barrel mark, after which geopolitical tensions de-escalated and Brent crude declined yet again to $68-69 per barrel mark last week. Now, agencies have reported, citing sources, that OPEC Plus might be considering another output hike of almost 411,000 barrels per day in the month of August as well. Remember, OPEC Plus started rewinding their output. In the month of April this year, they unwound about 135,000 barrels per day in the month of April, followed by 411,000 barrels per day output hike in the month of May, June and July. And now agencies are reporting, citing sources, that perhaps another output hike could be seen in the month of August as well. Remember that crucial OPEC Plus meeting is scheduled to happen this Sunday, that is on the 6th of July. So the outcome from that particular meeting will be very crucial. But for now, Brent is declining nearly 1% in today's trading session, trading near that $67 per barrel mark. Now, apart from oil, let's also put the spotlight on the yellow metal then. And gold is down nearly 0.1% in today's trading session. It is trading near that $3,270 per ounce mark. It is down for the third consecutive day in today's trading session. It declined nearly 3% last week after falling nearly 2% the week earlier. So that's how the commodity markets are positioned at this juncture, Kanishka.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.